Jovi, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. How are y'all all doing today? I missed you guys. Oh my God. Please don't forget to like this video. Like it on your way in because you know you're going to forget to like it later. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty, if you didn't know. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms, so please follow. Please subscribe. I was busy last week doing my civic duty, and I'll be busy again tomorrow. But I thought, let me pop in and show some. Always got a lyric. Anyway, oh my God, so much has been happening over the week. Things I saw, things I didn't see. But when I woke up this morning, I'm looking and I'm searching. I saw this whole Waka Flocka thing. And then I saw the whole Evolve Ball thing. And then I saw Beyonce. And I said, you know what? Fuck your feet. We got to get up on here and we got to talk about it. Because what? We got one more day to go before havoc breaks loose. Before we begin, like I said, I forgot to put my watch on. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. What else? Hold on. I ain't been here for a week and then forgot the routine. Okay, follow me on the Twitter. Okay, I'll be over there tweeting, and we're gonna pull up Twitter today just so y'all can follow along. Follow your girl on the Twitter. The IG is where I post the pretty pictures. If you saw all week, I've been posting pictures of all of the New York City election stickers. They've been cute. They've been the shit. Go to my website, jovibeauty.com, and get you one of our dope ass pieces of merch. Also, don't forget to follow us on the Ticker Talk, okay? The Ticker Talk, we need to reach the girlies, okay? And they over there. And also, last but not least, don't forget you can always donate to the channel, support your girl, support your favorite content creators. All the information is going down below. Super chats, cash apps, PayPals, whatever, child. All support is thoroughly appreciated. Okay. So let me look at these comments a little bit. Hey Kay, how are you? I missed y'all. Hey Ace of Spades, B, Secret Girl. I just think Waka wants to. Okay. I'm gonna get into that in a minute. Hey Cherry, how are you? So listen, who we gonna get into first? And y'all know I've been telling y'all this for what, like the last month. Have I not been saying all of these, a lot of these men's out here that look like us, that got all this mouth and, you know, Trump and all this wild shit, that they don't vote anyway. Did I say that to y'all? I said half of them niggas don't vote anyway. And if they were even registered, their mom or their girlfriend did it, but they probably actually never went to vote. Okay. So it's literally like those dudes sitting in the barber shop that talk all day and talk all night, but don't actually get up and do anything. Okay. I find it very interesting. So this is possible, but I didn't take the initiative. There's this girl on Twitter who took the initiative. So we're going to roll up on it. We found out who votes. Again, you can never find out, just FYI, because I've had to explain this a billion times this week. You are registered to whatever party you are registered to, okay? There is a record of if you voted, okay? Because I've had some people ask me some weird things, you know, should I sign the back? Why would you sign an anonymous vote? Anyway, you are, if you look up voter registration, okay, it is to just see, yes, you went in and you voted. Okay, who you actually voted for is not accessible to people. Okay, it's not accessible to people who you voted for, who, you know, whatever. It just says if you're a Republican, if you're a Democrat, and if you voted, baby. Okay, if you voted. All right, FYI. So no, nobody will see if you told somebody you was voting for someone and voted for somebody else. No one is gonna see. Do what you need to do in that poll booth, and in that poll booth, it's between you and God, baby. It's between you, God, and the shackles that they want to put you in. Okay. Now, FYI, I have not put in my vote yet. I'm going to be honest with you. I do it tomorrow. I always do it on the day because I'm there any fucking way. I'm there all day. So that's just the routine of most people who do their civic duty. We kind of do it on the day because we're there, right? Okay. So that's that. What else do I have to say? Yeah, I think that's it. I hope everyone voted. If you voted, throw up a 1 in the chat. If you voted already, please throw up a 1 in the chat. If you're waiting for tomorrow like me, okay, put up a 2 in the chat. Just make sure that y'all get wherever y'all need to get early, okay? Because from what I've seen, just the little glimpses I've seen over the weekend or whatever, there is a lot of voter suppression going on all around the world. Shout out to my mama for getting into Florida on the first day of early voting. Apparently it's in turmoils. Everywhere is in turmoils where there is a Republican government and a Democratic area of that state. Somehow they're in turmoil, but we already know what it is. Hope y'all stacked up on some water and some food. That's all I'm gonna say for right now. However, I see a lot of ones. I see 1, 2. Okay, girl, you like me. We doing it tomorrow. Okay. Oh, so let's pull it up. What should I pull up first? I'm gonna pull up I'm gonna pull up Twitter because she got it on Twitter and I already pulled up her Twitter page. Where's her Twitter page? Did I close? Don't tell. Okay, no, it's right here. I'm about to say, don't tell me I closed the girl Twitter page. So we're gonna pull up Twitter. This girl took it upon herself, and I fucks with it. Okay, she took it upon herself to go through different voting records in each state, okay, because get somebody else to play in our faces. So we've all seen the tirades that Waka Flocka has been making, okay? Waka Flocka has been making all over the place, talking about Trump for president, let's go, all of this weird shit. We have already been telling y'all, if y'all did not know, that there is like a couple creators out here who got some big checks from the people. When I say the people, I mean the Russians. I mean the nigga who running Twitter for right now. Okay. I mean, he got some big donations that have a lot of these creators, okay, get up here and make these dumbass decisions and comments. Okay. Wait, I'm gonna say this before I pull it out. So a lot of YouTubers, okay, who are pushing that red hat, okay, are being wrote a check. They're even trying to get you see a lot of those circles where you see people debating or whatever. They're paying them for that. You see TikTokers on there. You see trying to debate with these people. Remember when I tell y'all, well, not remember, because y'all know how I be telling y'all, I'm never going to be on one of these weirdos podcasts. Stay with me now. I'm never going to be on one of these weirdos podcasts arguing our humanity. I would never be a special guest on a fucking anywhere that is manaspheric to battle for the rights of the women. I'm not giving them my voice, my platform, my nothing. My image, my nothing. I'm not arguing reality with stupidity. I keep telling y'all that, right? Because you give them validation, right? So there has been a few creators, okay, we have seen that. Well, I've seen them. Hopefully you've seen them that has let everybody know that they were offered $25,000, $50,000 to get up on this shit and battle their point, basically to get clicks and views and hopefully attention to and give the ignorant shit validity. Okay, and they were like, no, get somebody else to do it. Yes, there were a lot of people who did, but a lot of people was like, no, no. Y'all saw even old ass Ford got up in here and was like, Anyway, so that happened. And we know that I got it pulled up on it. And we know that this dude, she pulled up. We know, okay. No, she got the other one first. I'm gonna end this one and I'm gonna go back because she's showing Lavar on where I just pulled up. So hold on, give me 1 second. So we've been hearing about this through a lot of these idiots. A lot of these idiots coming on telling us how much they're going for Trump. They don't care. They don't care about their blackness. They don't care about any of it. Trump 2024. Dude, you ain't voting for him now. This is old girl from Twitter. I'm about to go on her Twitter in a minute to give you her fucking name. Peep this. I gotta close this other window because it keeps distracting me. Okay. Joaquin Malfour. Okay. This girl went through everywhere. Waka Flocka, real name Joaquin, whatever fuck his name. Okay. All right. She said, well, he wrote Trump for president. Let's go. She said, well, isn't this interesting? You're registered. Tammy probably registered him to vote. We know that already, right? What did I say? I say it's either Miss Deb registered him a long time ago, or Tammy done registered this man, and he actually never went to vote. She said, including your precious rotten sweet potato, you know, get in a booth or shut the fuck up if you want to look somebody up. So this tells you if somebody voted. Okay, again, like I told you previously, you don't know in New York City, in New York State, and I believe in most of this country. Okay, I just believe that's a federal law. You don't know who someone voted for. When you put that shit in and you register and you check your name off at the registration where they give you your ballot or whatever that is, that is you, sir. You did that deal. You did that. You are here and you putting in your ballot. Now your actual ballot. That's why I know you don't sign your ballot or no silly shit like that. Some people been asking me all fucking week like a bunch of retards. You do not sign your ballot or any weird shit like that. Your vote is anonymous. Okay, it's the numbers, baby. It's the numbers. Nobody needs to go and look up and see that you voted for, I don't know, 20 years ago, okay? But they gonna know that you voted 20 years ago, okay? Peep game. So, this is Waka Flocka voting record. He ain't vote this year, unless he going tomorrow. Unless he going tomorrow, he ain't vote this year, okay? Because this shit is up to the minute. He ain't voting in 2022. And 2022 is, midterms, governors and shit like that. Okay, so please make sure y'all vote in those interims as well. Okay, 2020 no voting, 2018 no voting, 2016 no voting. Why you gonna let someone who doesn't even fucking vote, who can't even understand when people are playing in their own fucking face, that will sell a fucking race and soul down the line for a fucking dollar to tell you what to do? I just think we needed to see that. I was like, oh girl. And then it just keeps getting juicier. It just keeps getting juicier. So that happened. You think Waka Flocka gonna make it to because most I don't know if other states have early voting also on Monday. Normally we need a day, the workers, they gotta rearrange stuff, and we need a day. Because a lot of people been doing this for 10, 14 days straight, 12 hours a day. So they giving the work, we need a day so we can be back and prepared 4:00 in the fucking morning to help y'all out again. So there's no early voting today. I assume in other states too. Maybe not. I think I saw Florida, but I'm not sure. Okay. I can only go for New York City. Okay, so that happened. This fool, Waka Flocka, with all this shit to say, ain't vote no damn where, probably ever. Probably the list went down to 2016, probably freaking ever. Okay, I'm gonna stop that because I'm gonna pull you on to another one because I've been looking at it and I've been like, these niggas is crazy. And I told y'all, first thought, we really got to go with our first thought. Now, because my first thought all the time when I hear, black men against Trump and their biggest argument is child support. A nigga that's arguing about half of the time $50, $100 a week or a month child support. He ain't going and vote. Let's keep it a buck. We know them. Dumb niggas don't go and vote. They are not responsible for their own kid. Why do you think they're responsible for their own vote? I'm not saying Waka Flocka don't, but I'm saying, come on. Come on. He fumbled Tammy. Come on. Tammy was over the stupidity. Okay. She was like, oh, he cute. But then the reality of I done married an idiot set in. Okay. It set in. Shout out to us having the rights to divorce, which we probably won't have in if Trump was to win, because they trying to take that away, because Tammy would have been stuck with that hoe. Tammy got out quick. He probably told her she was gonna be stuck with him with some wild shit. Okay, hold on. I don't want to show, there's a word there I don't want to show. I'm not trying to show that. Hold on, I'm clicking all over the place. I'm trying to show, hold on. They are going on. Hold up. Oh, wow. I do want to mention this. Texas this year has had 26,000 all word related pregnancies. No, in the last 16 months. 26,000. So you know why these men are voting to try the way they trying to vote, because they trying to, and they think this is gonna be like some Catholic. Well, shit, it might be, where a motherfucker rape you. Now you his property. You got to marry a rapist or some shit. I'm sorry I said the R word, but I just can't help it. Please don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. So now, shout out to this nigga. Shout out to these stupid hoes. I love a dumb man. It's so many of them. And they think because they can throw a ball. And for some reason, they think, like this one right here. Waka Flocka think because he rap or whatever. Bruh, that kind of means that you kind of slow. Okay. I'm just keeping it up. Because you couldn't do anything else, and that was the most you can do. Okay, rhyme, a little rhyme. Okay, cool. You couldn't. When the best you could do was throw a little ball, and I'm not hating because there's a lot of intelligent people who throw balls. Okay, what's his name? Marshall. What's his name? Marshall. I forgot his name. He was a football player, but he had common sense, and he bought like a bunch of acres, and now I think he's gonna be running for governor of, I believe they said California. I'm not sure, but Marshall Lynch, that's smart motherfucker. Too many idiots think just because they can throw a ball meant that they have some common sense. They need to understand that they're elementary school teachers, junior high school teachers, maybe even some college teachers only passed you because they needed you to stay on the football team. Okay? They needed you to stay on the football team, and critical thinking ain't your thing, because if critical thinking was your thing, you would put two and two together. Common sense should be common. That you talking a lot of shit, and all somebody got to do is look your name up to see that you never voted. Anywho, so this Lavar Bell dude, this the one that married to the white MAGA woman. We get it. They're MAGAs. He said, I'm leaving the country if Kamala Harris wins. So I got a question. So do we believe in immigration or not? Because a lot of these people want to go and migrate to other places, like a bunch of, what are you going to do? Are you going to run through you're going to be trying to jump into Canada like this? What's happening? You're going to run? Okay, because they want your black ass. I feel you. But anyway, look at his shit. I got an article on him too, which I find just lovely. She said, I also looked up Columbus, Ohio, LA, Los Angeles, California. She was going through all the records. Unless he's registered somewhere else when he was in the NFL, he's not only never voted, but isn't registered yet. Y'all notice the pattern with the Orange Man supporters? I've been noticed. So this basically said he's not even registered to vote. Okay, she searched far and wide. Y'all know I don't be liking to do detective work, but I sure like when other people do the detective work for us. Okay, so this nigga ain't vote ever. I told y'all about a lot of those people. They talk a lot of shit, but they ain't even registered to vote. And if they are, they probably never been there. Two prime example. How, Sway? How can you be so stupid? Like, if she win, I'm not, and you ain't even in the battle. Like, I tell everybody, I told a couple people this week, because we did have there's been a lot of new voters, okay, like new registered voters. Shout out to y'all, all of the new registered voters. I had some people and they were like, yo, this is the first time I ever came out and voted. And I remember one man in particular. He was telling, we was having a conversation or whatever, and then he go on and tell me about, and it went to, well, see, now you can't talk, you can actually talk all that shit on the corner or go to the barbershop and talk all that shit. I said, tell the rest of them to shut up unless they went up there and actually voted. Because if you didn't, nobody gives a fuck about what you think. Your opinion doesn't count. I'm gonna say that. Your opinion doesn't count. Okay? If you're over the age of 18 and not on parole, because you can't vote if you're on parole. If you're over the age of 18 and not on parole, okay, and talking about any of this shit going on with the elections, and you have not voted or plan to go tomorrow, please shut your cotton picking mouth the fuck up. Shut up. No one cares. Okay? Absolutely no one cares. Absolutely, you only want to hear the sound of your own voice. Shut your ass up. Please. We don't care. I don't give a fuck. No one cares. You don't matter. You don't matter. I'm going to be real with you. You don't matter. I give a fuck about people who voted and who are going to vote, who are doing something for their nation. If you are capable, if you are allowed to vote and you are not going in to vote, you are a fucking loser and your opinion doesn't count. Yeah. I don't give a fuck. I said it. It's true. It's true. Because you always want to go around talking shit, but ain't actually done anything about it. Okay? It's very tense in these elections. Okay, she pulling voting records. Who we got next? Oh, yeah. What we tell you? She pulling voting records. I'm about to pull up another one. Hold up. Kimberly Kardashian. Because one thing these white women know, and what's so funny? Ain't LeVar Ball married to that white woman that Taylor Swift had to back up from because of the bullshit? I bet you she votes every fucking election. I bet you she probably tell that nigga to drive her to the voting booth. He sits outside and wait for her while she go in and vote. Because he's Kim Kardashian voted. Okay. Again, you'll never know who people vote for, and that's not our business. Okay. She voted in California 2020. Okay. She did not vote in 2016, but she did in 18, she did in 20, she did in 22, and she got a mail-in ballot. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Let's see who else is on this list. I haven't ran up on her page. I know she got some other shit on her page. I'm gonna tell. Oh, and y'all heard about? I seen a lot of little videos on voter intimidation. I saw one voting coordinator. Dude thought he was gonna mush her. I don't know what he thought she was gonna do. And she was like two-piecing them. Like, they out there. The people, listen, people are not supposed to be outside of the poll area. One, you cannot wear any sort of merch for a candidate to a poll site. Okay, that's called electioneering. You cannot do that shit. Okay, you cannot be outside in a vicinity with that shit either. Okay, even if that's your candidate, you can't do that. Okay, be very clear. You can't do that. Take that shit off and go do what you got to do, and then leave it in your car, and then you come back out when you put on your fucking hat. But that ain't our problems, because you don't see anybody with common sense or decency doing shit like that. Y'all seeing people who probably shouldn't be voting anyway because they slow. Because they can't even understand that you just gotta follow some fucking rules. Let me see if she pulled up anybody else. Hold on, let me take this down because I don't know what else is on her page. So I'm gonna just move it down. So your voting record is and has always been public record, okay? In every state, okay? Yeah, that's what she wrote it. That's what she wrote. Yeah, it's not playing cops and robbing. And if you didn't know that and you were so stupid to do that, oh shit, she pulled up the Beyonce. Let's check out Beyonce record. And y'all know where Beyonce is registered to vote. Right here in Brooklyn, baby. They have a house here. They own a brownstone. Ain't nobody in Brooklyn gonna tell you where it is, except if you're a gentrifier, but you know, whatever. They own a brownstone in Brooklyn. So let's see, because you know, we got the best schools. No shade to Texas, but you know. Anyway, no shade. Anyway, public voting records indicate that Beyonce knows is registered to vote in New York. Brooklyn precise, but I told y'all the Eastern District, this is still New York, and has voted in 20. She voted already. You see it, like I said, it's up to date. It's up to the fucking 5 minutes. Okay, you put your shit in, your shit is up to date. You know how much time I've had to explain that to people this week? This girl, let me tell y'all what I had to deal with this week. Just a little something. Why somebody asked me, and I realized this might happen in other states, but it don't happen here. And I had to ask this girl, I had to ask like 3 people, because the 3 people who asked me this stupid shit with the straightest face, they like this. They looking at the screen. I'm like, what you looking for? Ain't it supposed to come up on the screen? Like one girl, I think it was her first time voting. So I was like, it's your first time voting. Okay, like don't watch Fox News and come here with the bullshit. Okay, like I couldn't help it. The other 2 people, they looking. Well, how do I know? Ma'am, have you voted before? Yeah. Gentleman, old man, have you voted before? Yeah. Have you ever seen the names come up? We don't have one of those click the name. That's not how we do here in New York City. So have you ever seen that come up? We don't have those voting machines, I guess. Maybe they have them in other places, but not here. Have you ever seen it before? No. So why are you here asking me? I said, is this a voting machine you normally be using? Yeah, then the reality of the stupid ass question he asked me start kicking in. You've been voting for like 30 years. Have you ever seen? No. So why would you? Never mind. Because the insanity of the stupidity of the question is just that. The stupidity of the motherfucking question. Anyway, I'm going back to Beyonce. Say it. I just couldn't help it. I just been in this disarray all week. I've had a couple people that I just been like, "Are you okay?" I honestly, we don't care who you vote for. We don't. It's our job. We on our feet 12 hours a day anyway. We don't give a fuck. But yeah, so Beyonce voted already this year. She voted. So Beyonce really only votes in the presidential elections. She has not voted for mayor or the governor. She like, get somebody else to do it. So she ain't voting 22 and she ain't voted 18, but she voted in 20, and she voted in 24. Okay, there's a lot of people who do that. I personally don't because, you know, it is my civic duty and this is just what I do. But I do have an article, and the article might be the funniest article ever. Okay, so Super Bowl champ. So the last guy she looked up. I do shit. Look, Le'Veon Bell, that's name. Said he gonna leave the U.S. after his Harris post fires off after anti-Trump criticism. Okay, Asante Samuels, a 2-time Super Bowl champion and 4-time Pro Bowler, chided a former NFL star running back Le'Veon Bell on a recent post about the upcoming presidential elections. Bell wrote on X that if Vice President Harris defeated former President Trump in the upcoming elections, he would leave the U.S. They're starting a GoFundMe to get these hoes out of here. Anyway, so he said, "Do us all a favor and please leave now." Samuels wrote in response, "And I will ask you every day, did you leave yet?" Oh, I want the smoke. I want the smoke. He said, "I'm gonna ask you every day, did you leave yet?" I love that. Pressure. Pressure. Because it's not gonna be over tomorrow. Pressure. Stand on business. Get the fuck out of here and go be a migrant somewhere else. Remember, you don't like migrants. You go be a migrant somewhere else. So that's what it said. Come on, let me finish reading this shit because this is funny. I got this from MSN. It came out this morning. He said, "And I will ask you every day, did you leave yet?" Samuels then added additional Trump criticism on top of his Bell post. "That's a shame. Trump got y'all attacking people." He added, "Make America Trumpless again." Okay, Bell is one of a handful of current and former professional athletes who had come out in support of Trump. He was with Trump and his former Pittsburgh Steelers teammate Antonio Brown at a rally for Trump last month in Pennsylvania. Do y'all know what Antonio Brown posted today? The audacity of this hoe. Oh, this been a long time. But like these people, I tell you, they get knocked in the head so much. First of all, they ain't bright to begin with because a lot of these athletes just get pushed through. Okay, so they could play ball. All right, that's number one. Why he made an NI generated image of Tupac Tupac motherfucking Shakur with the MAGA hat on. Brenda had a baby, Tupac Shakur. Tupac. That's how you know these niggas stupid and ignorant. Listen, there's stupid and ignorant people in all races. The league of extraordinary idiots. What do you want me to say? The league of extraordinary fools. What do you want me to say? Okay. I don't even want to know what he tried to say in his article. Trump is a real one, bro. Y'all don't even know what a real one is. Can you really take people? I don't even want to read that. I'm not reading that. Ain't no way. What's his name? The pastor? What's his damn pastor name? Not the one who he in Atlanta. He got a big ass church. He was married. Jamal Bryant. Jamal Bryant had a service yesterday. Y'all know I don't do Christianity. Jamal Bryant called out all the foolishness. Jamal Bryant want to know why certain people are still jiving and bucking. They can't help it. This is what they do. He wants to know. He's asking questions. I was floored. I was like, oh yeah. Also, Quincy Jones passed away. Side note. So, moment of silence for Quincy Jones. Yeah, so it's crazy. It's going to continue to be crazy. Don't think tomorrow it's over. It's not. These people are crazy. Insane people do insane things. Remember, we keep saying, and always expect crazy people to be crazy. So just be aware, be on guard, be on point. Yeah, and get the fuck up out there. And I heard that it was Friday. I think it was Friday. By Friday, 50% of people in Georgia voted already. Wow. Shout out to y'all. Wow. Okay. 50% of Georgia voters were out there voting. Shout out to y'all. That is dope. That's what's up. Okay. Now I'm going to jump into these comments. Okay. Oh, wait, let me see if she posted anybody else before I go scrolling past some shit. Yeah, Waka Flocka, she blew his ass up. Well, yeah, she was just like, is this you, sir? I listen, when you do dumb shit, don't be surprised when you get dumb ass responses. Let me see if anybody else commented underneath this. And please, if you are in Texas, make sure and get this guy. Um, what's his name? I'm not from Texas. So I don't keep track of everybody's names. We need this. I know it was on the tip of my tongue. It's just about to come out, but I forgot. I know who I'm talking about, the black guy who wanna take Cruz up out of here. He played football too, but you could see he didn't get his head bust open as often, apparently. He's standing for something, apparently, child, because these motherfuckers, these the same motherfuckers that left y'all in the dark. Wasn't it flooded and dark? And they ran off to Cancun. Didn't that happen? I make that up. If I made that up, tell me. Did I make that up? Child. Ain't they the same people that said vote Republican and we'll fix our state? Texas been a Republican voting area for like 30 years. 30. 30. What are they fixing? They mess. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Okay, I'm jump up in these comments. I did drop the link in case anybody want to come on. Again, y'all know I'm gonna be back at this shit tomorrow. So today's a rest day, okay? But I wanted to come up here. Hey girl, hey Secret. Secret said, I think Waka wants to remind us he's famous and relevant enough to know Donald Trump enough for him to give Waka tax advice. He also wanted people to know he makes enough money still to get taxed high. You know what? I don't know what this is. You are probably telling the 100% truth. Yep. So it's not about anything but wanting to say, see, I know somebody. It's not about anything. It's not about the implications for him, for anybody around him. I guess he don't have. I guess Tammy's daughter ain't really his birth child, so he don't go fuck about her in real life. It's all about, oh, look at what I got. Oh, yeah, I got a little bit of money left. Look, let me show you. Let me throw everything away and throw my people under the bus to show you that I got $1. House nigga shit. If oh wait, I've been invited to. I can't, how the fuck do I get to go to a watch party if I got? I'm done with these people. Hey Jada.
Hey, what's going on, huh?
Nothing much. How you doing?
I am doing pretty good, honey. It is nice to see one of your lives. I've been in and out, gone and everything, child. Hopefully, while everybody is here, y'all have hit that like button. If you have not, hit that like button, like, share, subscribe if you like the vibe. Share if you care, all of that good stuff, right? So, we're in the VIP chat. So if you are a member with Jovi's channel, at least for what, a week, a month,
Mm-hmm.
something
Come
like
on.
that, then you can join the Instagram VIP for the beauty school girls. You know me, last week and this week, I sent y'all a post saying that we do not have to worry about these men's out here. Because, baby, they either won't or don't or can't vote.
Yeah.
Why is we even worried about it? We should not be worried about what they talking about out here. Let them sit up under their white zaddy, like they be claiming we be doing on the job. Let them go
Mm-hmm.
sit up under their white zaddy and cater to him so that they feel important.
Yeah.
Some of these guys, this is the most importance they've had in the last 5 years of their life.
Girl, ain't nobody even asked them to speak. Now people asking them
Girl,
to speak. Oh Lord.
right. They so happy. It's like, okay, but I told y'all, I'm like, listen, do not worry about it. If if Kamala just happens to lose, trust me, ladies, it wasn't because of black men.
Mm.
We ain't got to worry about them. Once again, they either won't, can't, or don't vote. The only way majority of them was voting, even when Obama was around, is because a lot of y'all was dragging them to the polls. So if y'all don't take them to the polls, baby, we ain't got to worry about too many of them.
Yeah.
Shout out to the ones who are calling it like it is. Like I even had to ask a couple of guys. I was like, okay, I said, so if not Kamala, right? Now don't get me wrong, I don't do that whole Republican, Democrat, black, whites. I don't do all of that. But if not Kamala, who you voting for? At this, who you voting for? Oh, okay. So if it's not Trump, it's not Kamala. Who you voting for? Well, ain't really nobody to vote for. So y'all don't even want to vote for Cornel West? I thought y'all liked him.
They know that's a waste of a vote.
It could be a waste
Even
of a vote, but if
the
you
little
gonna do
people, the
something,
Jill Stein people, they just found out this weekend that about the vice president pick, about how he's homophobe. It was
yes,
crazy.
girl,
Putting in for votes for people that don't even know who it is.
don't even know. It's like,
Just
oh
not to
my
vote for
god,
a woman. Let's call a spade and stop playing around.
yes, and not just for a woman, for a black woman, because you ain't hear none of them talking this stuff when Hillary Clinton was running.
Yep.
Now, mind you, we didn't get her in there,
Yep.
but at the same time, because I wasn't gonna vote for her, I ain't gonna lie to you, I ain't like her. I ain't like her, period. I knew better, but I also knew I wasn't putting my vote on Trump. That's just the most common nature us as black people should just totally understand. It ain't just because he white. The man is racist and he's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Racist and stupid. So when you sit up there and say that Kamala is worse than Trump, I have to look at you weird now.
Yeah. I got to question your rational thinking. I don't want you around me.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna be honest with you.
I don't even want to be bothered. What is we talking about?
Yeah, I gotta
Like,
question your rational thinking. I like and I prefer just sit down on. I don't want to vote for a woman. I don't want to vote for a nigga. I don't want to vote for a woman. I respect that more.
this
All of that, because she ain't. That's not true. You just don't want to vote. Stand on business,
stand
and
on
that's
business.
okay. You are sexist. You don't want to vote for a woman. Stand on business. I respect that.
Stand on it.
You're a racist. You don't want to vote for a woman. Stand on business and say that. Everything else is bullshit.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm still laughing at people who like, she's a 304. She's on her knees. Her throat is tight. This is coming from black men?
Mm.
Really? Y'all crack me up. So what? So y'all don't want to vote for her because that's the way y'all feel about that part. But the guy that you are going to put your vote on and that you rallying for be out here grabbing chicks by the kitty,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
was found guilty of aping a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Did they forget that that was in there? He was found guilty. He was found
They
liable.
don't care because they probably will do it too.
And
If they
that's a
couldn't
fact.
get caught, they would do it too. Y'all need to really pay attention to those men that tell you that they voted for him. That is a red flag. Like you
Very big.
wouldn't even believe.
Like just the way they talking about her for no reason. So y'all didn't talk about that with Clinton.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear y'all say none of this type of sexual stuff when Hillary Clinton was around. And y'all don't even know who all Kamala slept with. At least the ones that you can speculate on. The two men you can
Shit,
speculate
at least
on.
they were willing participants. There's videos and
Not only
pictures
was
going
they
around.
willing, they were worthy of being slept with. Heck, I would have slept with Montel. Come on now.
Back in the day,
Come on
too.
now. What? Man, bring her around right now. It's possible. And then y'all like, she slept her way to the top. She was already on top when she met both the men. She might not have been vice president,
Mm-hmm.
but she held a very good position for a black woman in that time. She did not sleep her way to the top.
Mm-hmm.
And even if so, some of y'all are homosexuals. You are sleeping your way into a roof over your head.
There you go. There you go. And mad
I
about
kept
it.
telling y'all about
Half of them dudes who doing that, they ain't.
they ain't got nothing.
You could listen. I came up with this little whatever. Like you could literally tell a black male Trump supporter. I could tell. I could tell. I could tell, baby. I could tell what the
They
how they
all
look like.
reject.
Angry, dirty, can't get no girlfriend. Or if he got a girlfriend, he mad that that's his girlfriend because he can't get nobody better, but he can't move out because he ain't got no place to sleep.
Listen, Jovi, they can even be 6-figure men, 7-figure men, but they mad because a woman don't want to. Real women, we
Don't
don't
want
want y'all. Ain't that crazy? We
yeah.
don't want y'all type. We don't care how much money you got. You got that little short, bald, funny looking thing running around. Mad because Obama checked y'all last I checked. Y'all said only a man of a certain status can check black men. That's what y'all said. Black
Mm-hmm.
men of status. This is a black man, Obama, of status. He ran the country. Not one time, but 2 terms. He doing better with him. He picked the right woman. He's raising good kids.
Yeah.
And y'all can't do that. So this is a man of status. And he told y'all the truth. And y'all still couldn't handle it.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all talking about he over there, you know, dancing for the white man. Y'all dancing for the all because y'all don't like that sisters are getting forward in life. And we
Yeah.
okay with leaving y'all behind.
Yeah.
Just be honest and say y'all mad she made it and she got a white man
Oh,
that
yeah.
supports her,
Just say
that
that.
loves on her, and ain't bothered by none of y'all.
Yep.
Y'all are corny as heck. Corny. And it's sad. So that's all I wanted to say there. It, I told y'all before, I was not going to be voting for Kamala. And that's back when I was ready to put somebody else in the forefront, back when we had time to do it. After y'all men started talking, and some of y'all slow, ditzy black women that's talking along with them, and they don't even want y'all. Talk about the pick me of it all. They don't even want y'all. Y'all ain't even getting picked. Y'all been around in this little YouTube universe since probably before I came around.
Begging, pleading,
Begging, wanting them to give you some attention. Some of
cooking
y'all
for
going to
niggas and
these different
shipping it to
events.
them.
Get okay. But y'all mad at us because we telling y'all the truth about who you're dealing with. Ladies,
They
y'all dating
mad
this
because
dude,
the
but
men's that they trying to want don't want them and want women who will vote for Kamala and they angry about it. They
facts.
mad. They
Oh,
be like, "But I'm voting for my own self destruction. Why don't you want me?" No.
listen, y'all. I almost forgot about this and I said I was gonna type it in the private chat. Look, did y'all join the membership? Join the membership because we get it in the chat. Listen, I had meant to tell y'all. Okay, so my niece's birthday is on Halloween. My
Mm-hmm.
daughter came in from college. I made it back home. We go to the event. My older niece, this niece whose birthday was, she was 19, irrelevant. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
my grown aged adult niece was dating this guy.
Mm-hmm.
He started wanting to talk about politics before I even got there, right? So when I
Mm-hmm.
come in, I hear him talking about this Trump stuff. Mind you, it's him, another black guy, and the rest of them is women and children.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking like they at an arcade, they probably bored as heck, but I ignored the man, right? I already understand. If you are a black man saying you voting for Trump, that tells me all I need to know.
That's all I need to know.
That's all I need to
I
know.
don't I don't have nothing to say. There's no
Nothing to talk about,
dialogue. There's
right?
no nothing. I'm not even looking at you like, nothing, nigga. You get
Nothing.
nothing.
Nothing. I had no conversation for him, wasn't interested, right? But guess what I caught him doing? And I told my niece and called it out because even my daughter had to call it out. Why was he looking at little kids' booties while we were at the arcade?
Of course.
Caught him.
Of course. Being a
Caught at
Trump
first,
supporter says
even
you there
looking
is
at her
a thing
daughter's
in you.
teenage booty and looking at this little girl had to be like 3, 4 years old. Caught him. When he
There
was
is a
looking at my little
deficit
niece, I was
in
thinking like,
someone.
yeah, I was
Mhm.
like, is he looking at her butt when she walked away? Maybe I'm not in the same peripheral, so maybe he's watching to make sure where she go. Okay. But when this little 3, 4-year-old girl came walking by, how low could your eyes go? You ain't looking at her shoes. Your head is below her head. So you looking at her booty?
Mhm.
So my daughter comes over, we eating pizza. I'm waiting for my niece to come back out of the little thing with the other kids. And my daughter catches him and says, Mom, look at him, look at him. And I look over, I say, baby, I already caught him. I already caught him. Now my daughter 18 years old and she catching you pedo Negroes.
Mhm. Mhm.
So when my niece finally made it over, I was trying to get her attention, but they was trying to sign this shirt and we was trying to get out of there to go to the bowling alley. But I caught him again and he was following the little girl and then his head ended up running into realizing I'm watching him. And he wanted to try and talk to me. Did you think you was gonna try to talk to me in a nice fashion about some random stuff? Yeah, now they doing X, Y, and Z. You see that? Yeah. Yeah. Nah, I don't know what you're talking about. Stop talking to me. Just like that, y'all. Just like, nah, I don't know what you're talking about. Stop talking to me. He want to know why. But, so you must be one of them Kamala. First of all, her name is Kamala. Second of all, no, I find you to be a degenerate. My niece like, oh my God, auntie, what you doing? What's wrong? So I told her. I let her know. And I said, if you don't believe me, ask Lana, because Lana caught him too. So just think about it. That moment on the drive going back, I was thinking to myself, all them guys who was sitting up there talking about they go vote for Trump because he got a record and he knows what it feels like they do as black men to be getting a record for something that they felt they was doing that wasn't really that bad. It reminds me of some of y'all ninjas that got a record for being a pedo.
Yep.
And some folks don't even know. But y'all out here talking loud and proud.
Yep.
Loud and proud and y'all a whole pedo.
Girl,
Be careful who y'all siding with. If
be
they will
careful.
side with a apist, you better believe they most likely like look and they be trying to tell y'all. They be
They
waiting for
telling
them on the
y'all
playground to turn
if
their TV
anybody
way.
who is pushing Trump to me telling me that they nasty, something up with them. Like I said, they're
What's
racist.
wrong with them?
They're saying they're a child pedo. Even if you say that you are okay with these things, that's what that
Yeah,
tells me. You don't want to hold it against him because you don't want nobody to hold it against you.
exactly. Exactly. Y'all hoping for him to get off. Just like all of them people who sit up there rooting for folks like what's old boy, what's that little tiny shrimp, that little degenerate who daddy is a pastor, got on TV talking about it was the regulate,
Oh,
what's his name? The one that pow Megan.
oh,
See how irrelevant that dude is?
yeah.
We don't even remember his
Don't
name.
even care.
We don't even care. But just like him, all of the guys who siding with that and the females who side with it because they miserable too, all of them that siding with all of his antics, harassing her while she on stage and all of that stuff, creating a song, popping. a stallion and cutting it into pieces, all of that that they vouch for, y'all need to pay attention to those type of men.
Mm-hmm.
Those degenerates be telling y'all to y'all face day in and day out.
Yeah.
They are telling you they all of the ones that take up for R. Kelly. I ain't talking about a little bit of the ones that still be like, nah, because I still need his music. It's so much more music out here. But nonetheless, y'all who be sitting up there trying to say, well, it ain't R. Kelly fault. Them young girls, they wanted them too. That don't make him
Y'all,
wrong.
them people, their daughters are easy to molest.
Yes.
Everybody
Be
know that. If you
careful.
don't know that, it's you. That
It's
that, that
you.
you're the victim. That when they be like, well, I don't know why this man came into my house because you told him in every other way that he can molest your child to your face and you would do nothing.
And it will be okay.
And it will
All of
be okay.
y'all with this Diddy
Jada, we
nonsense.
gotta go. I got 2 callers ready.
Oh, my bad, my bad. See, that's what I was trying to go like 3, 4 minutes ago. Yeah. So anyway, last word. Y'all with that Diddy mess too, acting like it was okay what went down, and we saw it on video, and y'all still like, oh this, oh that. Y'all crazy. Anyway, make sure you like this video, subscribe if you like the vibe, share if you care. If you have not already, go ahead and hit Jovi with a nice monetary hand clap. You can do it through Super Chat, Zelle, PayPal, Cash App. It's all scrolling at the bottom of the screen. And if you want to know how a ninja is playing you, if, how, etc., Jovi has a book on her website. I'm going to learn it right.
How to
It's
know if a man is
JoviBeauty.com.
real. But thank you,
I keep
Jada.
messing that up. I get it right until I get there. But
It's
all
all
right,
right.
y'all. See y'all. Bye.
All right, y'all. I got 2 callers. I'm gonna bring them up at one time, but before I bring them up, hold on. Before I bring them up, I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you to from Glitter and Gold. She said a few months ago they called from a POTUS felon and our word. Now they're doing G 180. What changed? A lot of people are triggered because she divested and they want the life the BP acquired. Yeah, they're mad that she didn't just settle with a loser and actually went for somebody who fucks with her. Okay, so I'm bringing up Divine and I'm bringing up Bree. Hey guys, y'all are both muted.
Hey, darling. Hey, Bree. Bree, you can go first, darling, because child, I'm about to go.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, I just wanted to say, first things first, I'm loving this conversation. I'm happy you're having it. I'm so happy you're back. I know you've been working the polls. Shout out to you. That just goes to show a lot of these people who say they can't get a job don't want to have a job because they were paying people to send out texts. They were paying
Yeah.
people to work at the polls. And
Yeah.
here you have it. They still won't show up. And it's wild to me. Levon Bell, I didn't even know who that man was when I spoke on him yesterday. And I was like, who is this man? And why is he saying this? Next, Waka Flocka, we found out that 14 years ago, he been telling us we just didn't pay attention because who is he? Ain't nobody. So that shit goes to show. I don't care who people vote for, but when you go into the depths and the pits of hell to scrounge up people to say they are uh endorsing you, but they've never voted, I think that's weird. I think that's strange. And what club does Waka Flocka have? Like, are we forgetting what type of man this is? Next, overall, I say vote in the best interest of you. And a lot of y'all are getting your parents to the poll. My mentor for my job said
Mm-hmm.
this is the first time he's voted because his daughter goes to HBCU and she was like, mind you, he's a married man. He was like, my daughter was like, Dad, we got to vote. They voted out in Harris County. And he said, you know what? I've been allowing people to make decisions for me for years and my children. And he said, it took my daughter to be at an HBCU for me to vote for 67 candidates in Harris County and a bill for me to realize, wow, I was doing an injustice and an inservice to not only my children, myself. And
Yeah.
I commended him for saying that out loud and putting that out there. And he said, go vote. He said, even if you have to go with your children, he said, and this is why our kids are the future. He said, had my daughter not did this, I would have been content. He never complains and he doesn't about bills, nothing, because he's a true definition of a man. He just goes to work, pay the bills, have a good time, enjoy his life, make sure his kids were good. But he said, I did a disservice. And I commended him for that. And I'm
Yeah.
thankful that he spoke that because sometimes people need to see that. So that's my thoughts. Y'all get these likes up. Thank y'all for the support. Continue to support the channel. Black media is important. Y'all say y'all want more than gossip. Here we are. All right, y'all, drop it back down in the chat.
Thank you, Bree. Okay, Divine, it's on you. I always like when you in the show.
Darling.
Go ahead.
Okay. Look, listen. First and foremost, y'all, look. Y'all, if y'all sitting over here sending super chats and doing all this other stuff to people that ain't doing nothing and ain't really got nothing to say, you can do it for Miss Jovi over here, darling. You can hit that link over there to the store, buy some merch. Christmas time is here. Christmas time is here. So let's get on. You know, you're swiping your card for Bandits. Swipe your card for Jovi over here, okay? Now,
Appreciate you.
no problem, darling. Let me say some things here because I voted 3 weeks ago when I mailed in my ballot. It barely got in the mail. I was sitting there waiting with the postman. I was like, oh, that's me right there. Let me get that. Okay. Filled that thing out and drove it over there to the post office. Okay. That I see people twisting themselves into a pretzel trying to justify voting for this man. I mean, look, I love my Puerto Rican brethren and sister, and look, hey, what the comic said about your country, and that was the linchpin that blew it up for you, not the Africans or shithole country, not that.
Mhm.
Okay. I remember the first time when he ran and won against Hillary. Mind you, with Hillary had 20 years of Fox News and both siderisms going on at the other networks, making her out to be some mob boss with pizza
Yeah.
stores and child stuff going on in the basement. But here we just had some tapes released of him and Jeffrey Epstein. Okay. People, y'all are twisting yourselves into black men. I need you. I'm gonna say it again. I need you to understand because what the Donald did this last month was kind of genius, but it was just vile. But basically, he tried to turn this into a gender war.
Mhm.
And I see the bandwagon black men over here, and they all have the same aesthetic, receding hairlines, okay, bloated face and belly,
Mhm.
okay, be- they body shaped like a porta potty, okay, they look like they don't bathe on the regular, okay, them damn goatees and mustaches is not connecting the dots for me, okay.
Mhm.
um, and what does that remind everybody of? A passport bro, okay, or any man in the manosphere, okay. And a couple of years ago, the Divine One told y'all need to start running background checks on some of these podcasters. And guess what? Guess what? Divine was finding the criminal
Oh.
record.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can go to benverified.com and you can set up a profile and you can start searching, doing some research on some people, being a little nosy, okay. So I mean, pretend it's a man that you think is cheating. Oh, y'all turn into Inspector Gadget trying to
Mhm.
figure out and piece things together with when you have the proper motivation. Okay. But a lot of those men had criminal records. They ain't voting. What the hell you talking about voting for? You can't vote. Okay. Waka Flocka Flame over here with his high school. Well, no, he didn't graduate from high school, but he talking about college. Oh, you don't have to go to college to be successful? You think you're successful? Absolutely not. I need for black men to understand you are not going to gentrify into white supremacy. You're not
Mm,
going to integrate white supremacy. Shout out to
mm.
Quincy Jones. I heard he died. May his white woman be well taken care of with all of the money. Okay. But they these things black men love to talk about generational wealth now since they find out what it was and how to spell it. Okay, this is an example of how our wealth goes into the white community.
Mhm,
She ain't going to no soul food places. She ain't getting her hair done at no black beauty store.
mhm.
Okay, that was the aesthetic that he chose was her anti-blackness and non-supportive blackness. Okay, so I need for black men to understand you're not gentrifying white supremacy. Your little gender war stops at that threshold
Yep.
because whiteness is going to protect whiteness, and that's what we see is happening with Donald Trump. This man was an idiot. I'm. Did we not just see him fall out of the dumpster truck trying to grab the handle, almost fell on his big wide fat
I missed
ass?
it. That was one of the days. I saw a clip, but I couldn't see the whole thing. I was like, "Ooh."
Okay. Did we not see him over here mimicking fellatio and hand gestures at his rally last week? This man has lost it. There was no redeeming qualities in this man. He's devoid of character. Of course, black men would have some interaction with, would feel some level of attraction to him. You attract what you are.
Mhm.
Okay. And in the black community, we tend to subsidize somebody's low values and low character if they got money.
Yes.
That's why you have bandits around here talking about high value. And you got banditas. I be hearing y'all, oh, but he got a job. And good case in point, when all of that stuff went down last year with Simone Biles and her bandit, who
Mhm.
only dated white women until she pursued him, until he found out who she was. No, he knew who she was. He just didn't know that was her that was chatting him up in the Instagram.
Mhm.
Okay, because he was just gonna bypass it. Okay, but you have people all in the island talking about, who does she think she is? He's a footballer. See, they're down in the Caribbean and in the African, they think of football as being soccer, and those men make a lot of money. Well, we think of football here as the actual football, um, football, NFL. Okay, and he's still on. He might as well be on the practice team. He couldn't be no lower on the team roster. Okay, but the mindset of black people is that she, an accomplished black woman, don't have a choice if that man has a quote unquote status.
Mhm.
You don't have a status, black man. We see the CDC research, okay? We see the job reports. We see all of the analytics that are out there that are saying that you're struggling, that you'll sleep with anything to have a roof over your head, that you're sitting over here. A lot of these brisket back Beckies we see you with. Yes, the divine one has seen you swiping your divine has seen personally, anecdotally, I have to say, but I've seen every time you're at a cash register or a point of sale, that Becky is swiping her EBT card
Mhm.
with her very big back. That's what you have. The divine sees the type of the black dudes you pass up in the LGBTQ community, especially in LA and in Seattle, okay, to be with some white man that's old and postural looking and wrinkly and just ugly, all because that man got money.
Yeah.
Okay, you're not going to gentrify yourself into white supremacy.
Nope,
Okay,
never.
and I'm not about to listen to men where I can easily go to Ben Verify and easily determine that, yeah, you can't vote. Okay, so why am I listening? Why did you even come on my feed here? Do not recommend channel. Okay, block. Okay, so and let me turn my ear to the black woman. Oh, I was snatching some wigs this weekend. this week with some black woman. Oh well, I'm not voting for her because she was a prosecutor. Oh really? Really? No, but they got black men in jail. All them black men in jail that's innocent. Really, your son was innocent? Did he do the crime? Oh well, that's different. Here it is. You can admit that your son was a bandit. Why am I talking to you? I don't feel safe. You might rob me. He got it from somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
People are going to vote for who. I'm not going to spend my time when this is an obvious choice. I mean, and isn't it so interesting how his disastrous administration, his disastrous 4 years, you forgot about all of that? Y'all asses wasn't working under his administration. You got two $400 steamy checks that he was working overtime for y'all not to be able to get. He wanted y'all back on the clock, coughing and sneezing and dying like the other 1.3 million idiots that refuse to wear a mask. And that's why they're not here. So I don't know what kind of drugs y'all out there doing at this point. They got to be the crack. Is the crack epidemic, did that restart? Did I miss something?
I think it did. I don't know. I think they call it fentanyl now. I'm not sure.
Oh, fentanyl. Okay, sure. Well, fentanyl is a deadly drug, so maybe that'll be taking y'all dumbasses out a lot sooner than you need to be on this earth. But at some point, you have to look in the mirror and say, why is it that this woman who is accomplished, she slept her way to the top? She slept with all. You mean that's how she won all of those elections? She was sleeping with everybody? And what gay people she was sleeping with for her to get the level of support she was getting in the gay community out there in San Francisco? What gay man? She ain't slept with no gay man. Okay. Now, Montel was kind of, could be. Okay. So, and I think we can call this the Meg Thee Stallion syndrome at this point.
Oh.
If it's a black woman of any status, we're going to immediately attack her. Even in them damn comics. What was that comic that came out last year? I forgot the name of it. Invincible. When the main character had a black girlfriend, even the black reactors on YouTube, every time that girl spoke, they was just attack. Once they switched that black character woman to a white character, none's the word.
Yep.
Okay. So I don't know what to tell y'all at this point. For one, black men, if you upset about being taken to jail and your interactions with the police, then I don't see you fighting for change. Some of y'all are going to have to fight on other people's behalf because they can't vote. Maybe that's another thing you need to focus on, is getting your voting rights back, because taxation without representation is unconstitutional. And if you did your time, then you should be able to vote. Okay. So there are things that you can focus on. I just would like to point out, in Project 2025, when you look at all the hands that touched it, none of those hands were black, and certainly not black men. Okay. And I said it once before, if black men was involved in that, the very first topic of discussion would have been child support. That's how we know y'all ass ain't that touching. They for no
that $50 a week child support, boy.
Okay, and you get no sympathy over here. I think I think men who have multiple baby mamas should have to register on the SO site.
I do too. I don't.
And you should have to disclose to women when you first meet them. Just like if you have the HIV, you have to disclose. You have to disclose that you're abandoned and you ain't marrying nobody and you ain't working.
Yeah. That's why I always say, I always ask them questions. So when you get divorced, open-ended. I need you to explain to me how you got kids and no ex-wife. Make it make sense.
You want me to tell you the best way to do that? Tell them when you first meet them.
I don't really do it no more because I'm not interested in these hoes. But
the only thing you have to tell them, man, them Nick sales. Only thing you have to tell them is, so tell me about yourself and shut the fuck up.
That's
and listen.
Yeah.
they will tell you themselves they ain't shit. They gonna eventually they gonna slip up and tell you something they ain't won't tell you. Like they got multiple baby
Yep.
mamas, that they got
Yep.
12 and 15, 30,000 kids.
Yep.
You know,
They
you
got a
had some bandit on,
19-year-old and a 3-year-old.
okay, and they like watching 3-year-old booties walk away.
They'll tell
My
you.
lord.
They'll
And
tell you.
look at the niece. Everybody else saw that he was checking out the girl. What the hell you was watching?
Yeah.
Y'all
People want
need to
to
pay
take it
a
on.
damn attention.
Mm-hmm.
And if they have to explain and justify, it's time to walk away. Okay. So my final thoughts is I want to just acknowledge the coons of this election cycle, your Tim Scotts
Yeah.
and your Byron Donalds,
Yeah.
both of them married to some a very unattractive white woman in my case. I'm like,
Ooh.
there was no more white women in the back.
No, none. They had to dip from the
Eh,
bottom of the barrel.
okay. And we have to start when you encounter these men because it has become a status symbol, a cultural status symbol, especially in the black community. We have to start alienating the people that uplifted.
Boom.
Now, if that person is a good person and you just happen to stumble around them and you weren't anti-black, but that's the aesthetic right there. A lot of these men are anti-black
Yeah.
and anti-black, it's specifically anti-black woman. And
Yeah.
that what in those relationships, they tend to meet a woman who is anti-black, but is socially not acceptable or not dateable from her community. Hi,
Yeah.
Evelyn Lozada,
Mm-hmm.
and all of these throwback PDO threads, face having ass women that y'all keep bringing over here into our community to uplift over anybody. We have to start rejecting it. We have to start not we have to not support those men, Waka Flocka and all of these other bandits. The way you get change is y'all have to start being robber barons. Okay. You have to be bag snatchers. This is the best way you get them to shut the F up about black woman and to shut the F up about all this banditry. Start pulling your dollars.
Yeah.
Okay. Black men wasn't buying no damn Quincy Jones albums. Well, Michael Jackson. Okay. Start pulling your dollars. Waka Flocka Flame, Chris Brown, y'all dumbasses is paying $1,000 to take a damn picture with a cocaine bear. At some point, you become an enabler to the stuff that y'all hear people complain about on the daily. Black woman,
Yeah.
you have the power. It's time for you to exhibit it. I'm happy I've been seeing y'all asses out there voting. My mom waited until late to go vote. The only thing I asked her, because she's going tomorrow, the only thing I asked of her is to make sure you keep that 22 in your pocket
Mm-hmm.
and you can shoot through that purse. Because I'll be damned if I see some damn video of somebody attacking my mother, like somebody was being attacked over there in that South Carolina voting place with that white man. The reason why he cut up like that is because there was no black man in there. It was
In
only
there.
women.
There's very few men at the voting sites with us. Very few.
They go, they attack people based on they operate like little serial killers.
Yeah.
They attack people that they know can't defend themselves or are less likely to blow a hole through their damn stomach. Well, don't do that in Mississippi. Look, if you're a white man, you're listening, you in Mississippi, don't mess with this little black woman with this this gray hair, this white gray afro with some African because she probably gonna wear them down big ass African monogram ass earrings. Don't mess with that woman. She gonna shoot your Peter off. Don't mess
Right
with
through
that
the
woman right
purse.
there.
Keep playing around.
Okay, and she got all kind of AR-15s and shotguns at the house. You don't want to mess with that woman. Okay, that's where I get it from, and I shoot first and don't answer ask no questions.
You don't need
Okay,
no questions. I'm good.
we empty clips and we going about our day. And police ain't solving no murders. You if you are 40% likely to get caught, that's how that's what their stats are
Mm-hmm.
as when it comes to murder. 40% of the time they'll catch it. So I have a
Yeah,
60% chance of going with the rest of my life. Pow pow.
that's it.
Okay. But that's all I have to say, darlings. Look, listen. I'm happy to see all of these women that are voting. That doesn't mean that they're voting for Kamala. We saw what happened in 2016.
Please
Okay.
get out there. Yep.
So, and look, if you encounter family members at the cookout, at the Mother's Day cook dinner, and they bragging about they ass ain't vote, take their plate away and escort their ass out the festivities.
Get the fuck out. I was telling people all week. I was dead ass serious, but I was telling people, parents and stuff. I was like, yeah, don't let none of the motherfuckers come back in the house until they voted. They all knew that.
Mm-mm.
Don't let none of them come back in the house until they all voted.
Okay, to me, these. It's not like we didn't do this before. I mean, the one black women in the 80s and 70s, look, they was dragging their men to go vote.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep. There was a
so
guy who was in there this week and he was like, I need my sticker. But my girlfriend told me I can't come back in the house with my sticker.
and that's what I need to hear. God damn it, you need a
I
place
was
to
like, you
stay.
get two.
Okay, you need a place to stay, and look, we need you to get out there and vote. And eventually, maybe we can start. Hey, you voted, good. Now it's time for you to maybe go support a campaign, go work for a campaign. Okay, you did that, great. Now maybe it's time for your ass to get on the ballot somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we've seen what the agenda is. It is not just anti-black; it is anti-woman. And a lot of these women that are sitting over here, with their machinations about the rationale for not voting, and you voted in the past. No, either you have an issue with voting for this woman here. I'm going to call her black because um, they had no problem calling Barack Obama black with a whole white woman
Yeah.
as a mother. And last I checked, Indian does have a percentage of blackness in their ethnicity there. This woman was more black than Barack Obama.
Yeah.
No, her ass is black. Okay. So oh well, she had a Jamaican father. Now y'all don't like the Jamaicans. Okay. Look. All I'm gonna say is that people be using all of this. You, I can't say I wouldn't want to see a Tim Scott on a ballot or a Byron Donald down there in Florida with all of his criminality on a ballot. But you got
Mhm.
plenty of black men out there. We certainly didn't need to have Dr. Cornel West on a ballot. That's the wrong representation. And you know what was the clue for me? That was the wrong representation. You was married 5 times, 4 of those 5 to white women, and you're always talking about the beauty of black women. Marry one, Negro. Okay,
Very
so
true.
yeah, all of the fake pro blackness. Hi, Tariq Nasheed.
That's not even. Let's
Are you still
please.
are you still tap dancing for Miss Ann living in your house rent free, sir?
Of course. Of course.
I'm not listening to you. Okay, so y'all,
Anyway,
the
Devon, we're
choice is
gonna have to
clear.
get up out of here.
Yeah, because I ain't do no work and it's been almost an hour. Uh, y'all get out there and vote and be aware of your surroundings. And if you got that Nina, don't be afraid to use it. And I'm out, darling. You have a good day.
You too. All right, guys, that was so funny. Yes, be careful out there tomorrow. Be careful out there, period. The rest of this week, the rest of this month. Just be careful outside, okay? Because it's crazy. Don't forget to like this video if you haven't already. Liked it, like it, subscribe, share if you can. Also, don't forget you can always donate to the channel even after the live ends. Cash App, Super Chat, PayPal, you know that good stuff. I even got Zelle up on this view. And what else? What else? What else? I think that's all. I think that's all. I'm gonna go eat. I'm gonna go relax because I gotta be back at 4 a.m. Okay, so and tomorrow gonna be a hard fucking day. Keep track of my follow me on Twitter because I will probably be tweeting Okay, I'll be tweeting. I won't probably. I will be tweeting. Okay, no, I can't say we. No, you can't like take pictures or videos in the voting area, but I will be tweeting. Okay, on lunch breaks or whatever. All right, so y'all know what's going on. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. As always, please don't forget to like. Please don't forget to live your life like it's golden because there's no other way to live it.